I don't know what's going on out there, baby. Peace, love, blessing, prosperity, babe. You know, man, shit just crazy, man. Now my dog's out there cutting up because there's some shit in my front yard. I don't know what it is. Might be some wolves or something. I don't know. But gang don't motherfucking stop. You understand me? Man, this video right here is gonna be short, sweet, to the point. We're gonna speak about the power of words, man. I know a lot of what I'm gonna say is gonna sound regurgitated. A lot of what I'm gonna say is gonna sound cliche, but it's gonna be multiple parts to this, man. And I'm gonna break down some things, man, give you a proper understanding, because words are powerful. Hold on a second. Sorry about that, man. Listen, shit crazy, man. It's starting to heat up a little bit, springtime, so all the little critters popping out, all the little wolves, all the little foxes, all the little shit, man. But yeah, a lot, like I was saying, a lot of this gonna sound regurgitated. A lot of it may sound regurgitated. A lot of it may sound cliche. How I'm gonna break it down to you, because we gotta understand the power of words. You got to understand the power of words. It's very important. It's so important that it's such an important thing that the knowledge of the power of the word has been somewhat suppressed subconsciously, because we take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? We take it for granted. We take words for granted. You know, we take words for granted until we come to the part where we can't speak no more. We can't hear no more. Things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Someone tell us to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden niggas know the power of words and shit. Like, man, shut the fuck up. Uh, what? Man, the power of words is so real. Let's take the United States Constitution. Have the very first one is you have the right to freedom of speech. You understand me? Because the forefathers of our country understood the power of words. You know what I'm saying? Sounds so patriotic and that bullshit. But anyway, and we're gonna get back to that Constitution. But you know, the first thing you gotta understand, man, and I don't want y'all to think I'm on some old witchcraft shit, all that. No. But I do need you to know that with words, with the terminology used, with the vernacular you choose to use, that is your personal ability to cast spells. I'm gonna say that again. The vernacular you choose to use is your personal ability to cast spells. I'm not talking about casting spells or some witch's brew type shit. You understand me? I ain't talking about no shit like that. I'm talking about the ability to cast spells, as in leaving someone enchanted, leaving someone leaving someone feeling good, leaving someone feeling bad, leaving someone feeling at ease, leaving someone feeling in doubt. Your words, your verbiage, the vernacular you choose to use can have that effect on people, because words, man, listen, words tap, ain't no could. Words, if utilized correctly, could do some severe damage to your nervous system. They could really shock that nervous system. As I was talking about in the last video, when I was like on some failure type shit, I didn't want to ask. Why you think I didn't want to ask? Oh, my failure. And then the motherfucker be like, yeah, you're a goddamn failure. You know what I'm saying? And boom, them darts. You know what I'm saying? Them darts, you know what I'm saying? They hit your nervous system and they'll fuck you up. You understand me? That's why I didn't want to ask, because I knew and understood subconsciously the power of words. You know what I'm saying? That shit, you know, they say sticks and stones will break my bones, but words never hurt. That's some bullshit. I'm gonna tell you something. Words got me locked the fuck up. When that judge said you're sentenced to the penitentiary for a minimum of mandatory max of whoop whoop, goddamn, my ass was out of there. The power of words, you know what I'm saying? The power of words. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. You gotta understand that when you say certain things, when you say certain words, when you put certain words in the sentence, when you put somebody down, you know what I'm saying, or when you lift somebody up with the vernacular you choose to use, man, listen, that's your spell. That is your spell. However, when somebody lifts you up, when somebody puts you down, when somebody makes you feel good, when somebody makes you feel sad, that's them casting that spell on you. You understand me? Now, granted, when it comes to things like casting spell, I want to a spell is the best terminology I can use right now for what's being said. But with no further ado, it be the truth. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want you to get it misconstrued when I say things like, oh, words, you can cast a spell on. I'm not on that type time. But words affect you. Words have the power from the right person to affect you in such a manner as a spell. For instance, when you was 5 and 6 years old and your mama told you, sit your motherfucking ass down before I whoop that ass. You understand me? When let's just say your teacher said, goddamn, I'm gonna write you up if you do whoop whoop whoop, or if you don't whoop whoop whoop, or I'm gonna call your mommy if you don't whoop whoop whoop, or I'm gonna call your daddy if you don't whoop 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 whoop. You got right. Now, one would argue, is it the words or is it the punishment behind it? We could look at that. Whichever way, the verbiage, her words, the teacher's words, your mama's word were relayed in such a message that you got that shit and you acted on that shit. You understand me? You sat your motherfucking ass down. You stopped running around that goddamn store like a little nutcase, goddamn. You got that shit. You understand me? So words got that tendency, man. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, when I'm coming with these words, when I'm telling you about these words in this first video, this part 1 of the power of words, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, I know a lot of you guys might want to use words to have your way with women. I want to get my mouthpiece right. But I'm here to tell you, yeah, I'm stumbling over my words. I'm here to tell you that that shouldn't be your focal point. As of right now, if you're striving to get your mouthpiece right, you know what I'm saying, your focal point should be rewriting the way you think, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Your focal point should be somewhat of casting a spell on yourself, if that makes sense. For instance, here go to the reverb is what everybody says, I guess. When you sit around, nah, they don't say this. A personal philosophy of mine. Damn, it's 9 minutes in already? God damn. Long-winded ass nigga. Listen, when it comes to shit like, okay, I'm about to ask whoop-de-whoop for whoop-de-whoop. I'm about to ask, my credit score is a 475. I'm about to slap up in this bank and I'm about to ask them for a $1,000 loan. Now, you got two types of people. One type of person casted a spell on itself already. Oh man, my credit score 475, man. I can't go in there. Them people ain't gonna give me no money. I need this money, but these people ain't gonna give me no money, man. I can't go in there and get no money from them. They gonna look at me, see me. They gonna read my credit history. They gonna see this. They gonna see that, and they ain't gonna give me shit. Boom. He already casted his spell. So, personal philosophy of mine, I cast my spell. If my motherfucking credit score is a 330, I'm walking straight up in that bank. I'm gonna ask for that motherfucking $1,000. You understand me? And main reason because I'm telling myself, okay, yeah, my credit score is low. I'm casting a spell on myself. Yeah, my credit score is low. I know it's low. However, uh I got this as collateral. I make this much per week. I make this much per month. Fuck it. It's my credit score 330. They don't give it to me, then they just don't give it to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let them tell me no. I'm not gonna tell myself no. I'm not gonna cast a no spell on myself. You understand me? And that's what a lot of people do out here in life, or whatever. They'll tell themselves no before goddamn they let the next person tell them no. You understand me? Then if they don't tell themselves no and they go ask that person that whatever for whatever, then it's like, oh man, goddamn, they feel like a whole failure. You know what I'm saying? And what did I tell you in the failure video? If I walk in that bank with that 330 and goddamn they tell me no, because I'm not gonna catch a spell on myself and tell myself no. I'm not gonna defeat myself. No, they'll have to tell me that. However, boom, they don't give it to me. I failed. However, I still got multiple other options out here. I can go to this bank. I can go to that bank. They didn't get, when I went in there, they didn't boom my motherfucking ass. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm still breathing. I can still leave and go to this bank, go to that bank, ask this person, ask that person, ask him, her. You see what I'm saying? So what I want to get you to see is when you utilize terminology, when you use words, it's certain words in your vocabulary, probably, because I don't know you personally, but if there are words in your vocabulary, you gotta look, are these words enslaving me, or are these words freeing me up? You understand me? And I look at a lot of words I use. For instance, man, I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to do that. I used to be bad on the try this and try that. And it's not no manifesting thing. I don't even really get in that. And yeah, I'm gonna try to do this. But when I say, like this year, every year I strive to go to Miami. You see what I said? I strive to go to Miami. I don't try to go to Miami, because if I try, I'm kind of like subconsciously leaving the door open to not make it. You understand me? So yeah, I'm striving to go to Miami. Or you could just be like, I'm going to motherfucking Miami. It's happening. You know what I'm saying? It's like casting a spell on yourself, but not just in that way. You have to find other terms, other words that you use that may be hindering you or defeating you. You see what I'm saying? In a sense. Oh man, I really want that job, but man, I really want to do this, but man, I really want to do that, but fuck all that. Man, I really want to do this, and I'm going to do my best to do it. I'm going to make it happen, and this is the best way I can make it happen. You see the difference there? You're casting that spell. You see what I'm saying? And you keep repeating it. You keep putting it. For instance, certain people who really take a person who doesn't want to fight, but they have to fight. So what do they got to do? They got to hype themselves up. You ever seen somebody in a fight that got to hype themselves up? I'm the baddest motherfucker in here. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would. Yeah, he putting the booster cables on himself. He don't want to fight. He don't want to get out there and bang with nobody, but he know he has to. It's something that's saying, yeah, you gotta do this. You understand me? And now he's sitting there casting a spell on himself. God damn, walking around. I'm the baddest motherfucker. Might knock something, might punch a wall, casting a spell on himself to amp himself up. Because once again, words can trigger your nervous system. Words will trigger your nervous system. So you run around trying to pump yourself up. Why you think when they in football huddles and shit, they all that shit. We could do this, we could do that. What is a pep talk? A pep talk Lift you up, read that. Listen, you got to understand the power of words if you want to have any type of mouthpiece. It's mandatory that you, and that's if you want to utilize it for that reason. The power of words, man, is great to understand that when you're dealing with your kids, when you're dealing with your mother, your father, your grandma, your grandpa, all that stuff. Once you understand the dynamics and the power of words, you'll 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 just open up so many more doors, especially if you're using a lot of positive language, a lot of fruitful language, and you're not using destructive language. You're not using harmful language. You know what I'm saying? Because are you bringing the bitch in, or are you running the bitch away with the shit that you say, nigga? Like, you understand me? And I ain't talking about lies and lullabies and making it sound fly. No, I'm talking about some, you know, I'm talking about, yeah. So this is part one. Like I said, I get back into it. This video already 15 minutes. I hadn't done a daily dose of it in a minute, so I'm dropping a daily dose today. You know what I'm saying? This is it, and this is part one. We'll get into part two, part three. I don't know how many parts it might be, because the language, man. Listen, I'm gonna give you one word to look up, man, because before I end this, man, because I'm a long-winded nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I just like to keep going and going and going around this motherfucker. Listen, you don't believe in the power of words, like I was saying with the courthouse, man. Um, just look at a warrant. Just look at a warrant. A warrant is the embodiment of words. It's just a warrant, a search warrant, whatever. It's just a whole bunch of words on a piece of motherfucking paper, and a judge signs it. And now they coming to get a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Now they going to get a motherfucker. Like, that's the power of words. If you get a slip in the mail summoning you to jury duty, guess what? Your ass gonna be there. You know what I'm talking about? Words. You see what I'm saying? Man, ain't nothing holding people in prison but a bunch of words. A bunch of words bound under contract. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, everything, the law, everything is written is motherfucking words, 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 terminology, words. They even got their own dictionary when it comes to the law, the Black's Law Dictionary. Look it up. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see the power of words. A lot of people sleep. Oh, you can't say no magical words to get the, you can't say no magical words. Shit, the art of persuasion is real. You understand me? You know how to formulate shit, man. The art of persuasion is real. You know what I'm talking about? It's pastors out here getting paid hand over motherfucking fist just for twisting up a few words and getting up in the pulpit and making them shit sound fly. You know what I'm talking about? And knowing how to hit, knowing where to hit, knowing exactly what part to hit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, seriously, words have put motherfuckers in the White House. Words have started wars. Words have started wars in the street. Words has done some things, both good and bad. The word, what do they call the Bible? The word. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So don't ever underestimate the power of words. Don't ever underestimate it. Don't ever, I promise you, if you're sleeping on the power of words, I know a lot of these guys would be like, especially if you're utilizing this to deal with women, but like I said, you need to utilize it to deal with yourself, then the rest will come out. If you rewrite or rewire or reprogram your vernacular, your words, your mindset first, vernacular second, you know what I'm saying, because it's gonna come, then you will see, once you cast that spell on yourself, you're speaking abundance. You're speaking attraction. You're speaking fruits. You're speaking fruitfully. You're speaking, you know what I'm saying? You're speaking in a way that, like, draws people to you. You see what I'm saying? Because, man, I've been around so many people in my life, man. I know a negative Nini, a negative Nino. I know a negative Nancy. You know what I'm saying? But but I know a positive Pierre. You know what I'm saying? I know a positive Pam as well. And positive Pierre and positive Pam are pleasures to be around. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a negative goddamn Nino, man, don't nobody want to fuck with that nigga, man. That nigga always mad. That nigga always got some sob ass goddamn story. That nigga always want to fight. That nigga always talking about fighting. That nigga always talking about some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Those are the words, his mindset. That's just all you understand me? So that's the power of words. You feel me? And even if you already knew, or even if you already got a mouthpiece, this is strengthen yours up, but you got to use it on yourself, man. I'm not trying to get you to sit here and, oh, I'm not doing this, oh, I'm not, no. If you want to be prosperous, if you want to stay blessed, if you want to move to the next level in life, conversation, communication is gonna always be the way. That's gonna always be the major key. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't that what man say major key? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So peace, love, blessing, prosperity. This video already long enough. And I only wanted to go 10 minutes. So we'll get back on it on part 2. Blessings.